I'm sick of the Morgan Rielly slander because when he signed that contract a couple of weeks ago, there's still people out there saying this guy's not very good. He's
What?
awful. He's awful defensively. And me,
Get out of
I'm
here.
in the weeds, and maybe I'm different because I'm on TikTok and Twitter and all these things. And I know you're obviously on Twitter and other social media platforms, but maybe I'm just like too in the weeds. But I'm still seeing comments, Lepore, just some stupid comments that I don't know. There's this narrative out there that just Morgan Rielly's like he
Average.
not that he sucks, but he's just not very good.
Yeah.
And it's like, wake up. I've been watching this guy now for his entire Leafs tenure and very closely, specifically over the last 2 seasons while we've been doing this podcast. He is a damn good player. And when Morgan Rielly is making plays like he made on Thursday night against the New York Rangers, when he's got that swag in the offensive zone where he's like toe dragging guys and he's jumping into the play, he's so good. He is so good. So I don't want to hear any shit about Morgan Rielly not being good defensively, being a mediocre defenseman. He's the number 1 defenseman on this team. He's going to be very much in play to make the Canadian Olympic team. And it was just so good to see him make plays in this game. And again, it's been happening throughout the season, but I think this year specifically, I don't know if he talked to Sheldon Keefe or I don't know if he just had an internal, conversation with himself, but I think he's made an effort to be more of the Morgan Rielly we saw back to his 20-goal season under Mike Babcock, where he had 20 goals, 72 points. He's one of the best offensive D-men in the league. So I'm just happy to see Morgan Rielly playing so well. And once again, Lepore, the Leafs didn't really give the Rangers anything, a 2-1 win. That's basically what's been happening all year with this team.
Not shocking. But if you had to bet right now, Bruno, like someone puts the briefcase of $1 million in front of you and says, if you get this question right, you get the cash. Will Morgan Rielly be on the Olympic team?
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
Because even if he makes it as a 7th defenseman, I still win the money, correct?
Yeah, he's still got it.
He's on the team.
You're asking rules. Yeah, he's got to get a jersey. That's the only thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even if he's like, PK Subban, 7th defenseman, but no, honestly, like you look at the depth on the left side for Team Canada. Like you got Shea Theodore, like Darnell Nurse, who is injured right now and hasn't been nearly the player that he was last season. And then you basically have Morgan Rielly. And I know we've gone through the blue line in a previous show. I'd have to look at some of the other left-handed shooting Canadian defensemen, but he's right there, Lepore. He really is. Like he's right there. And I think and again, we've had the conversation about John Tavares. Like there's a scenario where we could see Mitch Marner, John Tavares, and Morgan Rielly all on the Canadian Olympic team. I think it's totally in play.
Definitely.